Alright, well, as you can see, we got the little axle holders glued in. They're only glued in. I haven't drilled any of the holes and screwed them in yet. I do have the motor controller wired in with the receiver, battery pack, made a custom little Y adapter here. I'll show you that in a moment. Mostly hooked up. These are the batteries I picked up. There's these, I don't even know how to pronounce that. What is that? Gold DAT? I don't know. 11.1 volts, 50C, 5200. I got two of them. They're identical. And we're going to wire them in series. So we're getting up with 22. And actually, after I charged them, they're like 23.8 volts together. Haven't hooked both up yet to it. I've hooked one up and kind of tested it. So this will be hooking up 23 volts. And then turn our transmitter on first. It really shouldn't cause an issue, but might as well be safe. Rotational. Let's see if I can get you in here a little closer. This is what we can see. So I'm turning to the right. I'm not touching the throttle underneath. I'm just turning to the right. This one's going forward. That one's going in reverse. Going left. This should go reverse and forward. And reverse. Both going backwards, forwards. Obviously way too fast for a tank, but we don't care about that. This one is definitely much more responsive on the left. Like right there, I'm just touching it. But down here, I see both red lights are lighting up at once. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, I can set them up like that. Yeah. Actually, that red light's coming on first. Maybe I don't have the wires all the way in. I don't have them tinned or anything, they're just kind of in there. Maybe that's why I didn't have a good connection. Damn. I think everything's working the way it's supposed to. 3D printed tracks, 3D printed wheels, 3D printed most of it. Let's unplug this real quick. Oh yeah. Well, that's not even warm. Doesn't feel like I did anything. Unplug this. Get them out of there. And then I hooked up. Oh, might as well unhook these too. And turn the remote off. So if you're asking or wondering, all I did here, took two ends, took the negative, get it up there right, took the negative sorry, negative over to the positive, and the positive to the negative. Actually, I said that backwards. This one's positive. So in effect, there's a positive and a negative here that come down from the 2, and then the 2 that are left you just connect. 2 batteries, serial into 1. So instead of 11.11 volts with 10,000 milliamp hours, it's 22 volts, still at 5,200 milliamp hours. Get you a little closer here. So that's the speed controller. You've seen that. That's the right motor, left motor. And you saw how I put them in. And then you can see these, and they are just hot glued. So I want to be able to pull that off, because I'm going to put screws in there. And they're not fully tensioned either. They're still pretty slack. I didn't want to tighten them all up until I actually had those screwed in. And then I have a case being built for this, but I think it's going to, well, let me rephrase it. I know it's going to be on the other side. So I'm going to drill a couple holes here and here. Actually, I'm probably going to drill one hole. Run these both wires for the motors down to it. This will be on the flip side in a case with an on-off switch. Besides just unplugging the batteries. What else? So the tensioners, and they're somewhat tensioned, but not fully tight. I guess it's too dark to really see in there. What about that one? Those are those main wheels. And there's an idler wheel there. And another idler wheel there. And then of course, the main wheel. Might be able to zoom better out here. Let's try that again. There's the main rear drive. The first idler wheel. The second idler wheel. And then the main drive wheel. Oh, too close. And yes, I'll have it flipped over when I get it all really set up better. So you can see that in light. So, functionality, pretty much done. Tracks and axles, functionality, done. Just need to build the case for the batteries, the controller, the transmitter receiver box module, receiver module, is that what it's called? Whatever you want to call it. And that's about it for this one. Nice, short, sweet, not even 10 minutes long. You got the gist of it, and I didn't overtalk. Of course, I have it sitting on a bucket, because I don't have room for it. You saw how fast it is? I mean, I have no way of guessing until I actually put it on the ground and put a GPS on it. But I'm going to guess 10 to 15 miles an hour-ish. I mean, I suppose I can measure the distance that travels and multiply it out by a mile, and then 60. I'm just going to put a GPS tracker on it and send it on its way and see how fast it goes. But I'm going to guess 10 to 15 miles an hour. It moves a little quicker than I actually thought it would. Yeah. This is going to be some fun. Thank you.